Hi guys, Danny here. I'm going to try to do a quick overview of EurekaSwap and what to expect and the different mechanisms that make it kind of special and different than anything else that's out there on the market. But the basic functionality of it and a few things that are happening in the background, I kind of just wanted to clarify that. Then let's go through the three main points: liquidity pools, the bank, and the melting pot. Liquidity pools, you will have a taxation system. Liquidity pools consists of two assets. Give me a second and we'll go look at some liquidity pools. How about? Okay, so we're here on Pancake Swap. Let's just take the first one here, Cake and BNB. If you want to earn on DeFi, you can on swap sites, you can earn by providing liquidity. Because a swap site does not use buy walls and sell walls, trades are able to happen because of this liquidity that's added, and they usually use two. Like the first one here, you can see Cake and BNB. Let's take that one, okay? So if you want to go into that pool, you need to have an equal value of BNB and an equal value of Cake. And what happens there? It helps provide liquidity for the entire system. And there's an algorithm that balances that liquidity pool. So as the price, let's say that Cake becomes more in demand, people are buying Cake and selling their BNB for it. The liquidity pool kind of goes a little bit imbalance, but it makes whatever is less there worth more, and whatever is more is going to be worth less. But it has an algorithm that controls it. This is a liquidity pool. So really, for now, that's all you need to understand. And for Eureka stake, when you go into a liquidity pool, you will be charged 6%. What happens to that 6%? 3% will go directly back to people that are already in the pool. So that's a big way you will be able to earn in EurekaSwap through adding liquidity in the liquidity pool. So when you go out of the liquidity pool, you also pay 6% again. 3% of that, again, goes to people that are still in the liquidity pool. This does a few things. It helps you make a lot of money in the liquidity pools, hopefully, and it also gives the platform stability. Because let's say all of a sudden the price of Cake and BNB start dropping like crazy, if there is no taxation system and there's no incentive to keep it there and not take it out, then all of a sudden your whole swap site's empty, just like that. So if you've got that taxation system in, it really helps keep that TLV in there, total locked value, keeps the liquidity, keeps the system stable. And anyways, to tell you the truth, when you do go into these, you're going to want to go in with assets that you plan on keeping for a long time, because this is a way to generate income. So okay, the market makes a correction, big deal, leave it. That's what I figure. Just leave it and let it keep earning for you. The other way you'll be able to earn in the liquidity pools is through transaction fees. When somebody makes a swap in EurekaSwap, it's 0.25% is the transaction is the swap fee, and that 0.25%, 60% of it will go back to the liquidity pool providers. So that's the liquidity pool, and that's how you earn. Okay, so now let's talk about the bank. The bank is going to be a place where 2% of that 6%, when somebody goes into a liquidity pool with their Cake and BNB, 6% of that is going to be taken out. 2% of it is basically sent to the bank. In the bank, you stake your IPX and you earn that 2%. All right. And the bank is going to have other places that it's earning from too. It's going to earn all the profits. Remember, IPX is the governance tokens for the entire decentralized financial ecosystem, IPX ecosystem. So anywhere where there's a new smart contract decentralized platform, the lending, the cloud storage, the Oracle, stuff like that, when there's profits to be sent to the owners of the decentralized system, the owners are who? It's the people, whoever owns IPX. So that bank will be a central hub to stake your IPX to earn Eureka, right? So there you go, passive income right there out of the bank. So now out of that 6% into the liquidity pool, we've accounted for 3% that goes back to the liquidity pool providers. 2% goes into the bank. We've got another 1%. Where does that go? That goes to the melting pot. Remember, these are the three things we're talking about: melting pot, liquidity pools, and bank. What is the melting pot? Well, I just told you they're going to get, whoever's in the melting pot is going to get 1% of anybody coming in or going out of any liquidity pool on EurekaSwap, right? So how do you get into the melting pot? You deposit Eureka. What happens when you deposit Eureka in the melting pot is you will retain 40% of whatever you deposit. 36% will be sent to the burn address and gone and burned and destroyed, gone forever. The other 24% is split up between everybody that's already in the melting pot. Now, again, this is, you want to go in long term with this, don't you? But I don't believe there will be any lock period or anything with that. I mean, it's, once you go in, you paid your 60% tax, so you can just take profits as they come in. You can wait until you're back to even to what you put in and then take out profits. You can do whatever you want. You could go into a liquidity pool, and as the liquidity pool is going to pay you back that 3%, all your income from the liquidity pool is going to be an IPX. You take that IPX, put it over at the bank, let that earn for Eureka for you. Then you could take that Eureka and put it in the melting pot, or a percentage of it, or go buy some more assets with it and build up your liquidity pools. There's all kinds of ways to earn in here, guys. For the purpose of this video, that's what I wanted to explain. So we've covered liquidity pools, how they work, where the tax goes, how you can earn in the bank, and the melting pot, which I think all three are going to be big. By the way, the bank is going to get 3% of all the liquidity pool taxes. 2% goes there. You can earn with that. The bank will also get profits from the lending platform that'll be coming out in the form of Eureka. It'll also be getting profits from the cloud storage. It'll also be getting profits from anywhere that they build any sort of a decentralized financial structure with IPX as the governance token, all in one central place. So really all you'll have to do is keep your Eureka in the bank on EurekaSwap. But there's a catch. We're going to have EurekaSwap on the Polygon network coming next. That's already being built and it's almost finished. So you'll go over and we'll talk about that one later, but it's exactly what I've just explained, but on the Polygon network. So one more thing I want to cover is really quick, but it's very important, is what's happening in the background of all of this. What happens when somebody comes into the liquidity pool, Eureka, on EurekaSwap, that 6% will all go to buy IPX. When there's a purchase of IPX, there's a 10% tax, which all that 10% goes over and buys Eureka. And that Eureka comes back to buy IPX to burn it, right? If there was a sale on Eureka, there's a 10% tax on that goes to buy Eureka again and burn that. Since there was another sale, there's another burn and another sale and another burn and another sale and another burn. Same thing happens on the IPX side. Every time IPX is purchased, that 10% goes over, buys Eureka, that comes back, buys IPX to burn it. But there was another sale, so there's another 10% tax that goes over to buy Eureka, that comes back to buy IPX to burn it. But there was another sale on IPX just now, so another 10%. There was another sale on Eureka, so it's another 10%. And it just keeps going, burn, 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 burn. I don't believe there's nothing out there built like this. So that's insane. On the swap fees will all go 100% to buy Eureka. That Eureka will buy IPX, right? And that IPX gets split up between the governance holders and the development team to keep up everything. So there's a sale on Eureka, so there's a 10% tax that goes back and buys Eureka again. And since there's another sale, that happens again. There was a sale on IPX, so that 10% goes and buys Eureka. You see where I'm going with this? It just keeps going and going and going. Every time anything happens in the swap site, no matter what anybody's trading, whatever they're swapping, even if they don't really understand everything so much is happening, they are increasing the liquidity for IPX and Eureka every single time. Now, every single Eureka project that's built has that same mechanism built into it that IPX has. So that 10% is going to happen on Credit Cleaner token, on the new trading tokens that are coming out, on Pool Bets token, any of the games that are being traded. It's just going to burn, 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 burn. Liquidity is what we need to push up the price. So that's actually the last kind of aspect I wanted to follow up with, is just to get the basic idea what's going on here. Is the three main points of EurekaSwap are liquidity pools and the tax, and how that kicks in the liquidity and burning of Eureka and IPX, and how you can earn from the bank and where that's coming from, and how you can earn from the melting pot if you're brave enough to go in there. Now, whoever's in there first is going to get 24% of it, whatever anybody else comes in with. But remember, it's always also going to get 1% of every one of these, anything going into any liquidity pool. So bam, there we go, guys. Just kind of a quick overview. As a Polygon swap comes out, I'll make videos on that, how to go into EurekaX, where you'll need to get some assets, or actually, all you'd really need to do to participate in the Polygon swap is you'll have to set up a MetaMask wallet on the Polygon network. So you have a DeFi wallet with Matic is the gas you'll need to pay transaction fees. And if you do have some wrapped assets like Eureka and IPX, you can put those in there and earn too. And you can actually use it to swap. Now, probably the last thing I want to say is that one thing that's going to make EurekaSwap extremely special, well, my MetaMask is trying to, is if you take, like, okay, we're in PancakeSwap now. Pretty much everything you have in here is a Binance Smart Chain token. Binance Smart Chain token. Why a Binance Smart Chain token? But I want to swap it to a Tron token. Or there's actually a Ethereum token that I really want to get. So that means I have to leave this ecosystem here. I have to go out maybe to Binance or somewhere else to get it, and then if I want to trade that against one of these in here and I want to swap, then I've got to send it to the wallet, out, back in, out, all over the place. EurekaSwap's going to have everything in one place. You'll have wrapped versions of everything. Pretty much everything you see here, that will be in EurekaSwap. Everything you could go over to anywhere. That's my buddy John Mattia. Hello, John. I have to call him right back. It's a one-stop shop. You can trade anything against anything. There's no more pairs. You don't have to trade USDC against BUSD. You can trade USDC against IPX. You can trade it against anything. Okay, that's it for me, guys. Just wanted to open up some eyes. Thanks for watching. Give us a like. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. I'm going to make more and more and more videos if you're into Eureka DeFi, IPX DeFi, EurekaSwap. I'm going to be making loads of tutorials, everything. Go ahead and subscribe, and we'll move forward as everything else moves forward. Bye.